What kind of guitar multi-effects pedal can you get for $89? Short answer is this one. Is it any good? I have no idea. We're gonna find out together. What's up, everybody? We're back, and in this video, Flatsons sent me something to show all my friends. They sent me their KMF-1 Multi-Effects unit. It models 18 amps, 18 cabs, 41 effects. It's got a looper. It's got some drums in there. There's a lot of flexibility within the unit. All that for $89. We're gonna check it out together. We're gonna put it through the paces. We're gonna see what kind of sounds we get out of it, and we're gonna find out together what kind of value this thing adds to the budget-friendly multi-effects game. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. So let's look at some of the features. Again, this has 18 amps modeled in here, 18 cabs to go with them, 41 different effects. As far as the processing, you can have 5 blocks active at a time. You cannot have duplicate blocks, so you can't have like 2 delays or something like that. It's got a looper, it's got a drum machine, has an expression/wah pedal. On the back, we have an aux in, so you can plug your phone in or something. Your guitar input, your output that doubles as a headphone out. And while you can't get stereo amps in here, you do get a stereo out if you have a TRS connection here. So if you plug your headphones into this, you can have stereo reverbs. You have a USB-C port back here that is just for getting firmware updates. This is not a USB interface. The USB is just for firmware updates. And then you have your power. If you don't want to plug in the power, you can also run this off AA's. So if you're on the go, you can pack this thing with batteries and then have 18 amps at your fingertips wherever you are. The housing is all plastic, so I wouldn't stomp too hard on this. That doesn't mean it's flimsy or anything. It's just not a metal housing, so it will not be as sturdy as a metal unit. This product is aimed at beginners, so if you've never had a multi-effects unit, this would be a good place to start. If you already have a multi-effects unit, this will probably not be for you. There's no reason why you can't use this on stage, but I don't see many people taking this on stage. Don't get me wrong, it'll get the job done, but it really is aimed at beginners, and that's really all I have to say about it right now. Let's go ahead, change up the camera angles, and we'll dive in, and we'll look at some of the features, and we'll hear some of the sounds. So we have everything plugged in now. I'm going direct to my computer from the KMF-1. Everything you're hearing is just the headphone out straight into the computer. This is your default layout. You have 50 presets. All of these presets are based on famous tones. I am not gonna play any of those licks. 1, for copyright reasons. Number 2, because I don't actually know how to play them properly, so I'm not gonna sit here and butcher them. But I will let you guess at some of these. I'm using my Washburn LR6 guitar. Nothing special. Here's your default sound. This is Bohemian. Should have done this first, but we're gonna hit the tuner. So push the pedals together, tuner. I do like how bright and large the screen is. Very easy to see everything, and you can change the frequency of the tuning if you wanted to. I would not recommend. Back at Bohemian. I'm not going to spend too much time on presets because they normally, in every effects unit I've ever seen or owned, the presets just aren't that good. You're going to get the most value out of any multi-effects unit by really diving in and dialing in your own tones. But we'll check another. We'll go up one. Smells like. Wonder what tone this is. Try another one. Voodoo. And this utilizes the wah pedal, but I'm not in a good position to work it, so just believe me, it has a wah pedal. One more. Come As You Are. How do I not get copyright with this one? Ton more presets in there. I'm not going to go through them. So that is your memory mode. If you hit this button here, you have stomp and edit modes as well. So we're going to hit it once. Now we're in stomp mode. So these 5 blocks correspond with these 5 buttons. So you see my drive pedal's off. If I hit 1, drive pedal comes on. And that goes for every single one of these if I want to. We'll turn the amp and the cab on. So the 4th knob is also a button, and that is going to switch the model or the order option. So right now I'm in model. So I have cab highlighted. If I rotate knob number 4, it's going to change that block to something else. So filter, delay, dynamic, cab. You cannot double up the blocks. So you cannot have 2 amp blocks. You can't have 2 cab blocks. You have to have 1 of something. But you can rearrange the order. Now I'm going to hit 4, and we're going to see the icon switch. Now we're in order. So now when I rotate this, I can move the cab block somewhere else. Wherever I want to go. I'm going to put it right back there. And this goes for any of them. So if I hit over, order, move it. So having that flexibility is real nice to be able to move your blocks around. I'm going to go back to cab, and I'm going to switch my view to edit view. We're going to look for a different cab real quick. So what's my tone? We got a crunch tone going. If you wanted to switch the cab, you're in your edit menu, you can use these pedals to cycle up and down through the cabs. So I'm just gonna hit a chord and cycle through. There's 18. I'm not gonna go through them all. There was one down here I liked. What was it? This one? Has a lot of bass to it, I like. Now these knobs correspond to these options. The first knob is going to change your mic. C414, you also have an E906, U87, and then an S57. Those are all very popular mics. Let's go U87. You can change the position of the mic, so you have middle, center, and edge, low cut and high cut, and if you hit 4, you go to another set of options, you have the level. Let's see where our tone is at right now. Nice little crunch tone. You can see we're on the cab right now. We're going to switch to the amp. So we're using the FDB man. You want to switch to the amp, hit these pedals. Tons of different options. We're going to stick with the B-man for now. Knobs correspond with the settings there. Presence and level on the other page. Neck pickup. Let's go over to our drive now. We have no drive on right now. If I hit the button again, it turns it on. Bunch of different drive options. Again, you hit the pedals to cycle through. Let's go to our mod section now, turn it on. Stereo chorus. We'll cycle through. That one takes a little bit more nuance. And that's the last one. So tons of effects there. All good stuff. Turn the mod off. Let's go to our reverb. And I said earlier you could hear this in stereo if you have this plugged up, but I have everything in mono, so you're not going to hear it in stereo. All your basics, nothing too crazy there. You can absolutely get into praise and worship territory if you just turn everything up. Or it can be super subtle like a little room reverb. Let's switch out this mod block for something else though. Delay, we haven't looked at delay yet. Let's get into delay. Analog delay. That one's pretty cool. So lots of delay options too, and you got some weirder ones there too. Let's see what other blocks we got. Dynamics. This is like your compressor, so I'm actually going to move this in front of the amp. So we start off with a noise gate, classic. What else do we got? Compressors, boost, and noise gate. And we can change this to filter too. Let's see what filters we have. So 6-band EQ, 10-band EQ, fun, auto wall. Those are your 3 filters. All right, so now what I want to do, I'm going to put this back, turn those off. My favorite dirty amp is going to be the diesel in here. So I'm going to pull up the diesel. It's alphabetical order, isn't it? Diesel. Where are you, diesel? There you go. Or the DZ VH4. Go to my cab. I'm going to pull up the diesel cab. Diesel 412 and bridge pickup. Let's just see what we're working with right now. So yeah, it can chug. If you want some chugs, it's got you. Not enough chug for you, add a drive pedal. Now, let's look at the drum machine. Hit drum. Got a few different drum loops in here. If you hit this pedal, it plays. This pedal to stop. So we're going to hit play and we'll cycle through some of the drum loops. So nothing crazy right there, but it's something to jam with if you want to jam. And if we go to the looper, hit this left pedal to record something, and then to stop it and loop it. Control the loop volume here and whether it's pre or post. Then you can hit record again to overdub. Let me see what I can pull off the spot. I'm no Ed Sheeran, but that's how the looper works. You go to your settings here, you have a few different options. You can change what your expression pedal does. You can adjust your patches, you can save your patches. There's some setup options. You can calibrate your pedal if you want to. But I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys about this pedal. There's a lot more in there. There's an infinite number of combinations you can do here. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot to dial in here. A lot of good options. Like, we're not winning any awards in the sound. quality. But again, this is aimed at beginners and it's $89. So 18 amp models and 18 cabs and 40 some effects for $89. That's the whole point of this thing, and I think it does a decent job. So if you're looking for your first multi-effects unit, this might be a good option for you. If you have any questions for me about this unit, go ahead and drop a comment and I'll try to get back to you. I'll have a link to the KMF-1 by Flatsons in the description, and if I have any special deals with Flatsons for my friends, I will make sure that's posted in the description as well. If you're curious about any of the gear I use here to make music or to make videos, I'll have links to that in the description as well. Thank you to Flatsons for sending out the KMF-1 to me to check out. It was really cool. I'm glad I could share it with everybody. Again, if you have any questions for me, drop a comment and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.